New Year's in Boston! New Year's in Boston! It's the best time of the year to be in downtown Boston. Hey everyone, my name is Matt Swierk, and you know I'm a local real estate expert right here in the state of Massachusetts. Now, if this is the first time you come to our channel, welcome. If you come back because you subscribe, welcome back. How do you subscribe? Hit the button, hit the bell. That way every time we make a new video, you're gonna get notified. All right, why subscribe? Because we love it. You love it. What is it all about? We talk everything about Massachusetts, whether it's eating, sleeping, drinking, playing, or first night Boston. So you have lots of questions. We have lots of answers. Reach out to us any way possible. We appreciate all the support. We get so many people reaching out. Every video we say, hey, give us some grace. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. One thing you have to remember, when it comes to Massachusetts, we've always got your back. All right. So this is a fun one. I mean, most of them that we do are really fun. You see the papers in my hand because there's so much information here. There's no way I can lock it up in the mind and be able to present it to you without being here for 4 hours. New Year's Eve 2023, right? You could say 2022, but we're going into 23. Whatever way you want to look at it, it doesn't really matter. We love first night here in Boston, Massachusetts. So many things going on. The city does just an amazing job. We're celebrating almost 40 years as far as celebrating first night. And I got to tell you, it's one of the biggest first nights that we have across the country. I know New York has its thing, but you know, we got ego here, so we're definitely playing into that. It's a family event. There's a lot of things that happen. You know, it starts early, goes late into the night. I love the fact they have fireworks shows at 7 o'clock for families like myself that have kids, want to get in there, get out of there, because things can get a little crazy in anywhere across the country, you know, once the midnight hits. So I got to get the kids home so they're not exposed to the madness of amateur night, as they call it. So here in Boston, we actually have over 1 million people that will come celebrate New Year's with us, and it's really, really cool. It's really spread out across the city. You know, we've done some comparisons on other cities across the country, and listen, we're not this mega, place like New York. We're a little small. You know, if you look at, you just need this much of your peripheral vision. You don't need your entire thing to see our skyline. It's a really cool place, though, and of course, growing up here in Massachusetts and very close to the city, it's near and dear to my heart. So we love it. So I want to kind of go through, give you an overview of what's happening for first night. This is more for the first night experience as far as being sponsored by the city. Now, if you want to go to different restaurants, different clubs, that's a whole nother thing. We're not going to guide you down that road for today. There's just too much. I mean, we have some great nightlife here in the city, and there is a plethora of things to do if you're not going to be celebrating the family style, or if you just don't want to be involved with the chaos of going out to a club or fighting for getting a piece of meat at your local restaurant. Unless it's an all-you-can-eat buffet, I don't know. Fogo de Chão, there's a little plug for those guys. All you can eat, they bring it to your table. You don't have to fight over meat. You fight over the buffet station. Okay, so yes, I got high energy. I'm all fired up today. All right, so really what happens is I'll kind of go backwards from the notes I prepared. For me, one of the things I absolutely love is the ice sculptures. Now, there is a couple of places you're going to be able to see ice sculptures, and what's really, really amazing is that they start at like 9 o'clock in the morning. Now, if it's really warm outside, they're going to start earlier because they have to manipulate the ice. We went one year, it was wicked warm, and they had to have blankets over the ice sculptures to keep them from melting. And literally, like right at 5 o'clock, they would pull them off because, I mean, these things were dripping. I mean, it was an amazing year to be able to be outside and not have to be bundled up like an Eskimo. So if you want to watch how these artists are, I mean, we got a lot of cool sandcastle competitions here in the state, especially Revere, Massachusetts. I think that might be one of our other videos. Just what people can do with sand, unbelievable. What people can do with ice, oh my goodness. Then you got the people that carve wood. I mean, the list goes on and on. However, it's really fascinating to see what they do with the ice sculptures. And I love the fact that they light them up at nighttime and they really glow. If you watched last week's video, we did a lot about Christmas lights, and I love Christmas decorations. I love Christmas lights. It's just a magical time. Santa's coming to town. All right, so I might overlap a couple things because I just kind of went backwards to what I was thinking. But 9 o'clock in the morning, you want to get to the city, you want to start watching these artists get their thing going. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. So most of the events are going to happen at Copley Square. There's also going to be the Boston Public Library that has its stage there. A lot of the things are going to happen there as well. And there's a great PDF for First Night Boston 2023 that I downloaded, and it gives you this little outline of where everything is. So if you want to take a snapshot, there you go. Now you gotta Google it. You gotta do some research. But I'll kind of run through what is going to be happening. I'll give you the overview, and then we'll go right into exactly what's happening, and then take it from there. And if you're in the city, it's going to be so much fun. It always is. So like I said, most of it is going to be based around family fun, family friendly, no alcohol for any of the official first night sponsors as far as the city is putting on. And really I'll do the overview. So there's all kinds of arts, there's all kinds of music performances. It's all nonstop. I mean, they got a tight schedule that they run. It's really amazing the amount of energy they put into this, and it's such an amazing experience. So everything's going to start around noon, and then our mayor, Michelle Wu, is going to be coming at 5:50. She'll be speaking at the main stage of Copley Square, welcoming everyone to the event. That's really when it kind of kicks off going into the evening, but it does start around noon with all these different events. They have the People's Procession. It's a cool parade that goes through. That starts at 6 o'clock. That's going to be going up Boylston Street from Copley Square, going to the Boston Common. Boston Common, that's where I love to see the ice sculptures. However, there's another area called the Harbor Walk, and that has 30 different ice sculptures as you walk down the edge of the waterfront. So that's a really cool thing. That's fairly new. So you can see, I guess I'll talk ice sculptures right now. This year, the theme is monuments from around the world. So that's going to be really fun. That's at Copley Square. But you can also see ice sculptures at where the Boston Public Library is, Back Bay, and then also at the Frog Pond in Boston Common. So yes, there's a little skating park that's there called the Frog Pond. Is there frogs there? I don't know, but that's what it's called. There's all kinds of holiday lights at the Trellis that's at the Christopher Columbus Waterfront Park as well. And then the Rose Kennedy Greenway has this winter optics light display, is really cool. And then there's Snowport, which is the Seaport's much-loved winter village. So that's really nice there. There is going to be a skating club of Boston presentation doing figure skating at 6 o'clock on the Frog Pond. Like I said, 7 o'clock is family fireworks. 7:30 is when the countdown starts for the big music, the performers that are going to be kicking off the nighttime. And at 7:30, the Silver Arrow Band performs at the main stage. There's going to be all kinds of pyrotechnics, light shows right before midnight. And then, of course, at midnight, you have the big fireworks show that is going to be shooting up over Boston Harbor. So as far as fireworks are concerned, the best place to see them is definitely anywhere on the waterfront. You'll be able to see them overlooking Boston Harbor. But there's also the north end with Christopher Columbus Park, and then downtown waterfront, South Boston waterfront. You'll be able to see them from East Boston, Charlestown, and then Castle Island, one of my favorite places, as a kid growing up. So let me run through some of the events just to kind of give you an idea of what we're going to be having in the city. So this starts off, actually I lied. I said 12 o'clock things start. Well, at 10 o'clock, over at the Mother Church Extension over in Boston, the First Church of Christ, they're going to have this Mapitarium experience. It's called How Do You See the World? Then at noon, they have the Chu Lane Dance Academy doing a big performance there. They have this Alex Manasigai Asian Trio. I'm going to butcher a bunch of names. I'm going to rip through this. They have the Sweet Harmony Trio performing, not the trio, but the other was the trio. The Sweet Harmony group is going to be performing. The Chu Lane Dancers come back again. There's Paco's band. There's the Emancipation Proclamation concert. Then we have a puppet showcase theater. There's the La Quamanda Seymour band. There's the Zillimiscus. Then you have back-to-back shows for the puppet shows. Then they bring the Boston Youth Chamber in to do a song, or a couple songs. They have the organ concert going on. There's the King of Instruments going on. Another puppet show, The Boston Music Project's performing. Then Boston Youth Chamber comes back and performs. Davey the Clown's going to be there. Holy moly. The opening ceremony and the first night parade, that starts around 5:50 after Michelle Wu gives her opening ceremonies. Like I said, there's the Frog Pond Skating Spectacular. 6:30 over at Copley Square, you got Maddie Ryan singing. You got the Pipes and Pops concert over at the Old South Church. You have the Family Fireworks, like I said, 7 o'clock. You got Sons of Levin coming on. You got the first night Copley Countdown with the pyrotechnics displays. Nasi is performing. Amanda Mean is performing. Pipes and Pops comes back on. Debo Ray and Seba Molnar, sorry ladies and gentlemen, they're coming. The Sultans are coming. And then of course it ends with the big fireworks at midnight. So, whoa! Lots going on. Guess what? It's all free. Yes, thank you to the city of Boston. That's pretty cool. So let me go back to my notes because I had pulled some data here, which I thought was going to be really cool for everyone as far as, hey, that's all fun. What do we do? Where do we go? What's going on here? Well, like I said, where does this happen? It's really through a lot of the Back Bay neighborhoods, Copley Square, in front of the Boston Public Library, next to Copley Place Mall, Boston Common, Boston Harbor. What's the cost? Like I said, Zippo. Definitely you want to bring some cash though. Bring your credit cards because we have great foods here. We got great restaurants and lots of little shops. Lots of people are going to be selling merchandise, ringing in the new year. So that's really great. As far as coming to the city, this one, I gotta warn you, they don't want people driving in. Number one, because of the chaos of all the cars being everywhere and all the people. Number two, don't be drinking and driving. Don't be that group. Don't be that person. Be responsible. Again, celebrate the new year, being responsible. You want to have fun, having drinks and doing your thing. Power to you, but please make sure you have a designated driver or take the T, take a cab, take an Uber, take a Lyft, anyone else at any of these rideshare services. Woo, I'm all fired up today. All right, so this is funny. We get a lot of complaints, and myself included, as far as why does the train stop so early? Well, the train has extended the hours to 2 o'clock in the morning. Usually it shuts down around 1 o'clock in the morning. So there's the MBTA, or the T that we call it here in Massachusetts, they've extended out there so that way the commuter rail that's kind of people coming and going from out the suburbs will have more time to stay in the city. Same thing with all the major lines that we have, the red line, green line, orange line, purple line, silver line. Might have forgotten some, I don't know. All right, we talked about the best place to watch all this. Where is it? Public transportation. Oh, like I talked about, they don't want you driving in, so there's parking bans all over the place. You want to be very cautious if you're going to come in here and park in the city. So they are pushing, take the T, take the T, take the T. There are some places, I'll give you some places you can park, but I don't recommend you do it just because it can be maddening. Copley Square Place Garage is there. Copley Square and Prudential has a place. 200 Clarendon Street Garage. Those are some places. But again, the big point I want to make is they shut down a lot of the roads because they want people to be able to walk freely. So if you're looking to park anywhere near Copley Square directly, it's not going to happen. Or not even park, but drive. Like there's a place to park, but you're not going to be able to drive through there. So a couple other things I wanted to highlight as far as the city is concerned. I think in one of the other videos I highlighted how the city is really amazing seeing it from the water. So a different approach you can take to New Year's is actually going on a New Year's cruise. And most of the time they're going to have a great dinner with some on-choice or onboard entertainment. You can pop the cork, pop the cock, Tyler. Pop that cock. What? Okay, let me back this up. I'm going to pull this way back. So another way you can see New Year's is going to be through a New Year's Eve cruise. That's going to be, you'll go out on the boat. You'll be able to see the city. It's lit up. It's really beautiful. They're going to have most of the time gourmet appetizers, maybe a nice dinner. There's going to have entertainment there as well. You want to pre-order a bottle of champagne if you want to, pop the cock and. Oh my God, I said it again. Pop the cock. Woo! All right, let's go back down. All right, another cool way to check out New Year's is actually going to be from the water. I love seeing Boston from the water itself. It's just a whole different way of seeing it. during the day, during night. It's absolutely magical the way it's lit up. You can really pop the cork of a champagne bottle being on one of these cruises. They're going to have a nice dinner. They're going to have entertainment. You get to meet some new people and really have fun celebrating the new year. Also, the next day, you can take a New Year's Day brunch cruise as well. So there's 3-course brunches that start just doing a sightseeing tour of the harbor. So lots of great things to do. As I'm all fired up, what a great time to be in Boston. Whew. Wow. All right. That was fast and furious. Sometimes I don't talk that fast. I don't know. I'm just fired up. Christmas is coming. The goose is getting fat. All right. So now, there's lots of things to do in Massachusetts. If you have questions, definitely reach out to us. If you're looking to, looking for different things to do, you're looking for different places to go, you're looking to move here, you want to buy, you want to rent, whatever it is, reach out to us. You can reach out to us whatever way you feel possible. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. We really appreciate the support on the channel. Happy holidays to everyone. Just remember, when it comes to Massachusetts, we've always got your back.